Steve Conley here. It's about belief, and that's exactly what I want to talk about today, the belief. And I think it's really important to get reminded on a pretty consistent basis that it's the belief that creates the reality and not the other way around, because we can easily get sucked in to the physical reality and looking at things as they show up. Because sometimes it's really hard to make the connection between what we're thinking here and what shows up out there as being a representative of our thoughts, those things that show up out there. But it's sometimes they look like our thoughts and sometimes they really don't. But if you start to examine them, you'll soon realize that, oh, well, they do. They are. They are part of exactly what we're thinking. So, again, it's really important to be aware of what is showing up, and that is evidence of what you're thinking. Now, listen, we can easily get sucked into this illusion because that's what it is, and it's a very powerful one. Again, I like to quote Einstein, and he said, "This is an illusion that we're living in, albeit a very persistent one," and it is extremely persistent. And but I mean, that's what makes it somewhat challenging, and that's why we're here, for the challenge. But if we do spend a little bit of time focusing on what's happening in here, and meditation is a great way to do that, just being quiet and listening to your constant chatter that's going on inside your head, and then dissecting that and looking at it and understanding that's what is generating your vibrational frequency that goes out to the far reaches of the universe and then pulls in those corresponding equivalent vibrations that are events and relationships and conversations and serendipity and the trail that will lead you to whatever it is you're thinking. And that the way I just said thinking reminds me of you don't want to have any stinking thinking. You don't want that. You want to have really clear, precise thoughts, because most of us are pretty sloppy when it comes to our thinking. And you don't want to do that, because the sloppy thinking is going to produce whatever it is you're putting in here and putting out there. It's going to show up and get you. You should be afraid. I mean, really afraid of what you're thinking. And that's really the only thing to fear is yourself, because we're all living literally on our own vibrational planet. So, you might think that I'm on your planet and that I have some influence over you. Or you might think that these politicians that we're listening to, or law enforcement, or your friends, your neighbors, any of those people, you might think that they have some influence over you. They don't. They only have the influence if you believe it. And we're back to that again. It's all about belief, every bit of it. Now, my website is called itsaboutbelief.com. And that's what I'm relaying and communicating here. So your reality is there only for one reason. You continue to think it, and it's a belief that you have that it exists in that way. And you can change it pretty quick. You can change it as quickly as you can change your beliefs. Or you can change it as quickly as you just drop those ideas and those beliefs that you might have. Now, if you're if you're satisfied with what you have, you love your life the way it is, don't change anything. Just leave it like it is. There's nothing wrong with it, right? If you want better, and I don't know really anyone who doesn't want better or more, no matter how much stuff they have or how many great relationships they have, there's usually one area in their life that they want to improve, right? Now, most conventional thinking would say, okay, you need to go work on that one area to fix it. Well, that isn't going to work, because there is no fixing of a problem. Okay, travel down the no time idea road with me for a moment. So in quote unquote reality, or the actual physical makeup of our universes, plural, everything exists right now in this moment. So this moment is all there is. So in thinking of that, so if this is all there is and everything exists in this moment, that means all the things that you would judge as needing to be fixed exist. And time will not change that, because there is no time. They exist, period. They're here. Everything you ever thought or imagined exists right now. So what are you going to do? You going to fix that? I don't think so. No, you're not. Nobody is. It's not here for any of us to fix. It's only here for us to choose. So we get to choose what it is we wish to see in our world. And we do that with whatever it is we're thinking. We're vibrationally lining up with all those events. So if you're trying to fix something, then you're vibrationally tuned in with what you believe is that problem. So you're only going to get more of that problem. You're not going to like that, I don't think. If you've judged it as something you don't want or you don't like, you think it needs to be fixed, you're probably not going to like it. So the best thing to do is focus in on the things that you do like. Forget what you think are problems. Get them out of your psyche, out of your mind, out of your belief system. Just drop them. Focus on what you like, and guess what? You'll get more of what you like. That's the formula. There you go. it'saboutbelief.com. And this is Steve for It's About Belief. Thank you.